I'm going to take a picture of that fabric before we go.
We were thinking we might be able to chuck it out the window and then go down on the street.
Do it. We can lower it down with that. We'll cut one of the cords off of the curtains and we'll lower it down.
Hey, Care.
Don't touch me.
Yes, sir, sorry. We were wondering...
The whispering's irritating.
Sure, yeah, sorry. I really think
Well,
that
you don't have to scream at me. I'm in mourning.
I just want to help.
Really? You want to help?
I do. More than anything, Care.
Then sing something for me.
Oh, I don't know that this is the place to...
You sing!
Karen, at the moment, is best friends with Johnny and Melania. And she continues to destroy the lives of everyone with whom she comes into contact. But she doesn't mean to. She thinks she's doing a public service, I think. And I think Karen is just really living her best life, you know. It's the things you wouldn't even dare to think in real life that Karen says without hesitation. It's very freeing to play that character. I hope, very different from the character in real life. It's just a great gift to be able to play a character that's so extreme. I mean, it worries me that people always want to cast me as these like batshit crazy sociopathic characters. What does it mean? The writers are very clever on our show, and I think that's pretty clear. But they have made Karen the friend of Donald and Melania and the Trump supporter, and yet all of the really, truly vicious, barbed comments that are the most anti this regime come from Karen, who thinks she's saying something fantastic about them, and so inadvertently is slamming them. And so that's a clever way to go about it. When Will and Grace premiered in 1998, it was the only show on television that had gay characters, the only show. And of course, we owe a debt of gratitude to lovely Ellen DeGeneres, who was our guinea pig. She came out on her show. That was incredible that she did that, and it was groundbreaking. But then I think the issue had to be addressed. You know, you can't come out in an episode and then just the next episode is like crazy hijinks at a bowling alley. You have to keep addressing it. So it became slightly politicized. When Will and Grace came around, the writers were very clever to not politicize the issue. So the characters of Will and Jack are gay men, but that's just one aspect of their lives. Will is a lawyer, he likes to cook, he's fastidious about his appearance, he's gay, that kind of thing. So, and the gay bashing was built in, you know, like if you wanted to gay bash, your work was already done for you because the characters of Will and Jack are constantly gay bashing each other. And then bringing it into 2018, I think the writers have again done a fantastic job of very thoughtfully and carefully thinking about which issues they would like to address. But more than that, it's a time. The main goal of the show has always been to make people laugh. We're just lucky we're in the right place at the right time because people want to laugh and just forget about all the bullshit for half an hour, and so this is a good way to do that.
That's Rosie at Burning Man! That's better. She loved that picture.
It makes a world of difference, doesn't it? She has been beating the crap out of me for 2 straight days. I don't know how to be around her. I'm more confused than Britney on stage in Vegas.
Nancy and Beth is a band that I have, strangely enough, and it's The band is fronted by me and a musician and actress named Stephanie Hunt, who's 30 years younger than I am. And she and I sing in close harmony, and it's all covers, and every song is completely choreographed from top to bottom. So we're dancing. There's a pretty good, like a high showbiz quotient, but it's like deconstructed. It's like the deconstructed weird version of showbiz, and I don't know why Stephanie and I have this chemistry together. It's kind of like the chemistry that I have with Sean Hayes or with my husband Nick Offerman, who I've worked with quite a bit in the past. But the band we're signing with a label now. We have one record out. We're naked on the cover, so you might want to check that out. And we have 3 music videos that I directed that I think we're good. And we're making another record. We might be naked on that cover too, we'll see. And we're gonna make another video. So I just love it. And it's, you know what it is? It's a crowd pleaser. It's kind of like the band version of Will and Grace, because Will and Grace is just an entertainment that makes people laugh. And Nancy and Beth isn't a comedy band, but there's a lot of humor within the band. And so it's somehow, it's just like, it's fun to be a part of something that audiences enjoy so much. So I love it. Check it out. Well, my husband and I like to spend time together, which is nice. We are homebodies, and we have 2 dogs, and we like to stay home, and it's very boring, but one of our favorite things to do is we like to do jigsaw puzzles whilst listening to an audiobook. And we're definitely going to be shortlisted for the Nobel Prize in neuroscience, because we have discovered that whatever part of your brain you use to do a jigsaw puzzle and whatever part of your brain you use to listen to an audiobook are different parts. And somehow you can focus better on the jigsaw puzzle while listening to an audiobook than you can if you weren't listening, and you can focus better on the book while doing the jigsaw puzzle than you could if you weren't doing a jigsaw puzzle. So I'm preparing my acceptance speech. I've just described the extreme normalcy and boredom of our actual life, but the legend of our relationship is that it's, the mythology is that it's, this epic romance. It is an epic, okay, here's the weird thing. It is an epic romance. We're very, very lucky. We've been together now for 18 and a half years, and yet it feels like we just are on our 7th date. So that's just really an amazing thing. We're almost finished writing a book called The Greatest Love Story Ever Told, which is, the jumping off point was how our relationship has been mythologized sort of online and in social media. I don't want to give away too much, but you really see inside our relationship. You get the greatest distillation of our actual relationship from this book, because we didn't sit down and try to write jokes. We just talked to each other. And so you actually get a look into what the rapport we have and our humor with each other, and how we joke around with each other and how we get serious. It's interesting. I think just keep trying to make each other laugh. Just keep it light, and there's always going to be ups and downs in any relationship, and just when you think we have the perfect relationship, we never fight, you're going to have your biggest fight you've ever had in your life, So just know that, and know that happens to everybody. But I would say, have fun with each other and make each other laugh and have a lot of sex. Right?